On June 23rd, a group of different mob leaders got together to discuss a certain police issue that they commonly share. Mob leaders from different groups don't often get together, and it's supposed to be a peaceful area, a center point between different mobs, a safe haven where families can get together and discuss their concerns.
There's most definitely injustice and murder by the end of it. Good evening, viewers. My name is Sean Deshawn,
And I am Reina.
and we are your hosts for this murder mystery case. Let's start with what we know. These kinds of meetings are pretty uncommon, mostly when mobs are willing to work together to find a certain issue that they all share, and usually it's the government. We believe that the meeting was made as a response to the dramatic increase of gas prices due to the sanctions put on Russia. These sanctions have such a dramatic effect on the mob, who transport a large amount of drugs and arms daily. According to our experts, we believe they were possibly trying to find a workaround against the rising prices, such as smuggling cheaper gas from Russia instead of Western powers, making under-the-table deals with gas companies to get better prices, or even just not paying any taxes because they're like that.
However, these plans never came to fruition because disaster struck. The head of the Russian mob is gone. He's been assassinated by one of the mobsters at the gathering. The question is, who did it? To find out who killed him, we need to know who was at the meeting.
First off, we have Malvolio Capuano, godfather of the Italian Mafia, the second strongest gang in the globe.
Please state your name for the record.
Malvolio Capuano.
And what are you being detained for?
The murder of Dunkanov, which I didn't do.
Next up, we have Giulietta Capuano, Malvolio's wife. Honestly, she's a pretty crazy woman, but that's exactly why some people say she's the real leader of the Mafia.
Ma'am, can you please take off the sunglasses? Please state your name for the record.
Giulietta Capuano.
And what are you being detained for?
The murder of Donkanov. I
Okay.
didn't do it.
After that, we have wow, that's a long name. Well, we'll use a short name. He goes by Mo. This man is a leader of the Arabic terrorist gang known as the Sharmutas, and obviously he's very strong in his own regard.
Please state your name for the record.
Hello, my name is Saad Ibn Abdelaziz Ibn Al Ismail Shakshok Bella Tain Shwarma Walad Bebzi Ziad Batata Budun Salata Mai Gnani Bebzi Balde Budun Taj Wala Kamode Akam Mala Bedi Agolak Troyes Tezemen Mohammed Abdallah, or short for Mo.
And what are you being detained for?
For allegedly killing this Duncan guy, but Allah, why Allah, I didn't do it, Allah. And lastly, we have the one and only Juan Francisco Garcia, leader of the Spanish cartel. Some even say she's so powerful she might even rival Malvolio's strength in the gangster world. However, these powers are always up for debate.
Please state your name for the record.
Juan Francisco Garcia.
And what are you being detained for?
El murder de Dunkanov.
These aren't the only people with him. They mutually brought a guard to the event, but the guard was unconscious when the others discovered the dead man lying in the ground. And in a fit of rage, somebody shot him, thinking he killed Duncan.
Another person fled the scene before authorities showed up. Vitaly Dunkanov, son of the murdered Russian mob leader, and suspiciously, he was the one entitled to succeed his father as head of the Russian mob. Now, it is known that father and son had a close relationship, but some people become too cruelly ambitious to stay true to the people that they care about. The question is, did Vitaly take down his own father for power? We'll find out. As much as Vitaly is the motive for the crime, we cannot be sure it was him. There's no concrete evidence and we have no way to contact him, as he's fled the country and gone back to Russia to regroup. This has made the Russian mob very unstable and has caused chaos in the entire organized crime community. But, back to the case. We want to ask the criminals a couple questions to try and figure out exactly what happened.
So what exactly happened?
We met up in Duncan's vacation house in Switzerland to discuss some pressing matters that affect all of our mobs. It was supposed to be a quick, quiet meeting. After we discussed business, people went around to different places in the mansion. We came to discover Duncanov dead in the room, stabbed in the heart. His guard was killed. We decided to flee, but the cops showed up. Someone must have tipped them off.
So, Giulietta, who do you think did it?
The guard. He could have had any reason. Maybe Duncanov had something on him or didn't treat him fairly. It doesn't matter. He's dead. He did it, plain and simple.
Do you think the guard killed him?
No, I suspect it was someone else.
Who do you suspect?
I can't openly say, but do you know who shot the guard?
No.
Malvolio did it. And we weren't even sure. He had no reason to.
Malvolio, why did you kill the guard?
Because he killed him. I saw in his eyes. I was afraid he'd kill us too and deserved to die. It was an unfair death.
Did you have any other reason to kill him?
No, what are you implying?
Nothing. Thank you for your time. So, what do you think happened?
Honestly, I have no idea. I had my nice little shisha beside me.
Okay, we're done. Thank you for your time.
Speaking of Malvolio, he has been very unstable while being held in captivity. Here is some footage that we were able to secure of him and his wife.
I can't take it. They're gonna catch on to me.
Malvolio, come on now. Be a man. You're acting like a little putana.
Hey, I get.
What could they possibly be talking about? And why is Malvolio so distressed?
So, Malvolio, we were able to secure some secret footage of you having an argument with your wife. Can you please tell us what this video is about?
This, my nonna's pasta's recipe. Very, very top secret. Very nobody know about. Just me. That's it.
So you were afraid people would find your nonna's pasta?
Hey! Ma va desta ma spaghetti! Marna!
At this point in the case, there are three main theories being discussed. The first one is, as mentioned, is that Vitaly killed his father for power. He has a clear motive as he's next in line to rule the mob. Maybe he wanted to commit the crime in a place where he was around many dangerous people to take suspicion off of him. Then he ran away before police showed up and avoided all custody. He then fled the country. The theory makes perfect sense. We have no factual evidence against him though, which is why it's not confirmed. The second theory is that the guard killed Dmitry Duncanov. The issue is that he's been killed by Malvolio, and we cannot know anything about his motives or reasons. We have not been able to find any relatives willing to speak to us about him. The only evidence we have is that he has been confirmed that he was in the same room in the abandoned house as was Dmitry. So, there are two options. Either A, he killed Duncan, then was killed, or he saw who killed Duncan and then got killed.
The guards seem like pretty loyal men, so if it wasn't them, then who did it?
Honestly, if it wasn't for the guards, it must be Vitaly, and it's pretty obvious why. By killing his father, he becomes a leader and he has no reason to not to. And he fled the scene because he knew he's the one that did it. I can't believe that scum went and killed his own father, who loved him, mind you, just to get to power a little bit faster. That's why I hate the Russian mob. They have way too much dirty business.
The last theory, this is where it gets interesting, is one growing more popular as time goes on. Is that Malvolio killed Duncanov. At first, we couldn't see why he would do that, but we got an anonymous audio clip sent to us from a few months ago. In the audio clip, Malvolio is talking to his mother, and she tells him about a very weird dream that happened.
I had a dream that the Italian mob would follow you, and you would be the most powerful leader, head of the strongest mob. Everyone will comply with Malvolio. He will be the boss from now on.
Maybe he took his mother's words too seriously and decided to get that power by force. The thing is, before Duncan's death, the Russian mob was the most powerful, not the Italian one. Maybe Malvolio was threatened by Duncanov's power and wanted to weaken the Russians by murdering their leader and destabilizing them.
Can you tell us a little bit more on why you suspect Malvolio?
I never said I did.
We know you do. Just tell us why.
I'm not confirming anything.
You know, you and Malvolio are pretty similar in a lot of ways, no? Same amount of power, similar age.
I mean, yes, but I'm not willing to do as much for power.
Okay, that's quite a statement.
Recently, we were also able to get some footage of the runaway son, Vitaly Duncanov, talking about his point of view all the way from Russia.
So let me tell you something, okay? I'm gonna tell you the truth of what happened that night. Okay? These Italian mafiosis, they're trying to frame me for killing my own father. Okay? But let me tell you a secret. The Russian mob is the strongest mob. We are the most powerful. Everybody's scared of us. Everybody. The Italian mafiosi, the Mexican cartel, everybody else. So these Italian mafiosi, they wanted to threaten us and to get rid of us. And so they wanted to kill my dad. And he knew, he found out that they were going to kill him, but it was too late. So he told me, Vitalik, run away, run away. I do not want you to die, please. And so I had to go and leave. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back now. You know, the mobsters, they cry too. When they kill your father like that, you might shed a tear, okay? So don't make fun of me, anybody here. Anyways, so I escaped to Russia. I gather my forces. You know, we are ready to go and get our territory back. I'm coming for every one of you.
No evidence was found that it was any specific mob member. However, everyone suspected it was Malvolio. But with his power, nobody's willing to speak out against him because there's a reign of control and dictatorship he has, and it's going to continue forever. The mafia world keeps getting more violent and more dangerous, and this cannot end well for Malvolio.